Warning, the following video is rated R for retarded. In a world full of crime, corruption, destruction, and suffering, one man stands up and decides to do what no one else will. He will put his life on the line so he can go to the movie theater and review movies. That's right. I'm not kidding. This is Devildo99 at the Movies.
Hello everybody, it's me, Nate, aka Devildo99, here with
Dead Man Bones.
And we just got back from seeing, what movie was it?
Godzilla vs. Kong.
That's right. Honestly, I'll have to say right out of the gate, we're not going to spoil anything. So if you haven't been one of the 5 people who have already seen this on videos on demand, or actually went to a movie theater like we did, we went to a movie theater, we went out there for you and risked our lives to go to a movie theater. Oh my God, the COVID! Oh my God! But we actually went and see it in a theater, and I have to say, hands down, it's so much better in a theater. The fucking booming sound and the big screen sells it so much better than at home. What are your personal feelings about the movie?
I think it was a good movie. I think it was great. There was story progression. They did the grind. That movie wasted no time.
Yes, it was like a 2-hour plus movie.
It's like they did the proper setup.
Very little setup. They just set it going. So it basically, I would almost say this is a direct sequel from Skull Island.
It's not.
Skull
It's
Island.
actually like after Skull Island it's after Skull Island and after King of Kaiju. So I don't. As for how long after, I don't know. I don't think they told us.
No, they don't. They kind of
But we know it's
jump
after,
right into it.
but it's after
really.
both of those movies.
I mean, seriously, they jump right into it. Like, if you haven't seen the other movies, go and see the other movies first. Because I hate to say it, in this, you'll kind of be left in the dust if you don't know what's going on. Because they throw you right into the action. They get straight to the point with massive monster battles. Which, let's be honest, if you go to a King Kong versus Godzilla movie, what's the best part of the movie?
The monsters.
The monsters fighting. And honestly, the plot, we're not going to ruin it.
Well, yeah, it's like, here's the thing. Monsters fight, cool, but you also want to know why. Because it's like, otherwise it's just a fangasm.
Well, honestly, I would have to say this movie is a complete fangasm, but they did add enough story to it to make
there has to be a
sense.
story. There has to be an explanation to why it's happening.
But if you go to this movie or you see it at home on video on demand or wherever you watch it, as long as you're getting into it just to enjoy yourself watching a good movie and not getting to massive detail of something that's realistic, you'll be totally fine with it because it's actually a very entertaining movie.
Yes, very. And there was a lot of testosterone to that movie.
Testosterone.
A lot of testosterone in that movie.
A lot of I agree with you.
It's like, I mean, they're both alpha titans. What were you expecting?
But now you say testosterone, and that leads me to something I'm going to talk about. I think the reason why King Kong is so upset is the fact that he has no genitals. That's right, this is PG-13. Now I get Godzilla, but there's a lot of crotch shots of King Kong, and he has no genitals. Nonetheless, getting away from that, the overall plot, without ruining anything, basically ties together Kong from Skull Island and the last Godzilla movie and makes an excuse basically for them to fight.
I mean, Godzilla's a titan, Kong's a titan, they're both alpha titans.
And we got to have one leader who's the alpha, of course. So they fight, and Godzilla kind of makes Kong his little bitch, really.
Yeah, I mean, that was an unfair fight to begin with.
Now, the thing I noticed is this movie seems like a love letter to all the people that complained about the previous movies that they didn't show enough action and they focused heavily on the human characters. And this does focus on human characters, but they do the nice switch of having them almost like minor characters, while the main characters are in fact King Kong and Godzilla. Now, the one thing I have to say is they kind of make up an excuse just so the two have to team up, almost like a buddy cop movie. What do you think about that?
I wouldn't say it was an excuse, because let's face it, that was bound to happen.
You know, honestly, for over 2 hours this movie is, and honestly, it goes through super quick. It's not like most movies. They have a little bit of like character development, but it's mostly just like blam, 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 showing you action scenes of the monsters fighting and stuff progressing. And while the plot is definitely not award-winning in any way at all, it is super entertaining. It gets you from point A to point B. And in the end, it does set up a good excuse for a possible sequel with a tie-in to a particular sort of other movie. What do you think about that?
I think you're probably right. But here's the thing. It's like, I came into this movie talking with you, called a few things, and I was absolutely right. Every single time.
Every single time.
It's like, if you know your kaiju, like I do, you're going to call a lot of this stuff.
Like you at work, you know who I'm talking about. I'm not going to say your name.
Yeah,
you're going to get this too.
Yep. I think he's already seen it.
Well, I'm sure he probably has. That guy is a diehard Godzilla fan. Anything that comes out Godzilla, this dude has seen weeks before it even goes on the market. But in the end, I would have to say that Godzilla, or Kong versus Godzilla, turned out to be a really good movie.
Yes.
It wasn't like something, if you sit down and you really think about it, it's a great popcorn flick. If you sit down and just take it for what it is, an action-packed, over-the-top, stupid action movie, I could be eating that popcorn all night long. Honestly, I give it, out of a 1 to 10, I give it about an 8. What do you give it?
9.
A 9? Honestly, I can say it is a good movie. And hopefully, even though there was no end movie scene to tie anything up, no teaser trailer.
There kind of was, but at the same point in time, it's like it wasn't at the end. And it was the end of the movie, but that basically was it.
True.
It's like, but you were expecting just a little bit of more, an teaser, if you will.
Well, yeah, that's the thing. People have gotten used to all these Marvel movies and everything with it, like an end sequence. This does not have an end movie sequence, but it doesn't really need one. It sets up the fact that Godzilla kind of won. King Kong kind of got his ass kicked.
Kinda.
Okay, Godzilla won. King Kong got his butt kicked, but he still realized, yo, hey, you kicked my butt. Let's work together sometimes. And Godzilla's like, you know what? I'll let you live till next time. Peace out. And King Kong's like, I'm going to go to the middle of the earth and live until something else happens. That's really basically what happens in the end of the movie.
I thought we were doing this, no spoiler.
Well, that doesn't really tell you what happens.
Fair enough.
But in the end, action-packed movie. If you're a huge fan of Godzilla and King Kong, this is a really good movie. If you haven't seen it yet, which since everything because of the pandemic is digitally online, I'm sure you've already seen it a week ago. But nonetheless, I'm still coming out with this video now. Well, this was Nate, a.k.a. Devil Dog, here with
Dead Man Bones, man.
We want to thank each and every one of you for watching this video. Leave in the comments below what you think about the new movie of Godzilla versus King Kong.
I can't do it.
Hit that like button, subscribe to my channel, and remember, we always end our videos by saying, have fun, play hard, and remember, people,
the devil is in the details.
Peace out until next time.
Well, Nathan, I just want to make it clear once and for all, in case you didn't know, the devil's in the details. And idle hands at the devil's workshop. So make of that what you will.
This is Clementine, and the devil's in the details.
up? It's Bam Margera giving a shout out to Devil Dog Gaming and the Devil's in the Details. Yeah, man.
Nate! Discord here. I don't know where you are, but I'm in Los Angeles, and I think you can see it in the background. On a beautiful day. So when are we all going to get back together again? Who's to say? The devil is in the details. The devil is in the details. Yes, the devil is in the details. Wouldn't you say?